Happy Tuesday. I do miss you so much when I miss doing math in our classroom. It's a little weird for me to have to do it in my house. Anyway, let's get going. Here's Tuesday 5-5, your math review. So we've got the greatest common factor, more practice with finding the greatest common factor. It is often referred to as the GCF. We're going to use the same method that we used yesterday. So write down your numbers, 18, 36. Okay? I have to think of my math facts. I have to be like, what goes into 18 and what goes into 36? You can skip count. That's one way to figure it out. Or you just know that 6 will go into 18 3 times, and 6 will go into 36 6 times. Okay? Now we have to find out if anything will evenly go into this number. Well, I know that 3 will go into 3 1 time, and 3 will go into 6 2 times. So once you reach here, you know nothing else is going to go in here except for 1. Okay? 6 times 3 is 18. So 18 is going to be your greatest common factor. Okay, next one. Let's do 0.05 times 3.9. Okay, we ready? 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. 9 times 0 is 0. Ignore the decimal point at this point. Now, cross this out or erase it so you don't get confused. 3 times 5 is 15. Make sure you're coming over. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. And 3 times 0 is 0. Plus it. Add it together. 5, 9, 1. And you don't need this 0 on the end. If you type it into your form, it's going to mark you wrong on it. Now we need to figure out where we're going to put the decimal point. So we're going to count all the spaces to the right of the decimal point. 2 and 1 for a total of 3. So you're going to start at the end of your whole number and you're going to count left the odd amount of spaces. 1, 2, 3. So your answer is 195 thousandths. You guys are probably pros at that by now. Okay. Multiplication of a whole number, 2 times 2 eighths. First thing you want to do is make your whole number into a fraction. And I'm going to rewrite mine so it's nice and neat. And then I'm going to multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 8 is 8. Now when you see 4 eighths, I want your brain to go, benchmark, benchmark, benchmark. Because 4 is half of 8, which means it's going to reduce to what? If you divide each by 4, you're going to get 1 half. Benchmark, fraction, benchmark. Okay, next, we've got division of decimals. Always a good thing to practice. Even though I think Sue-Ann found a mistake of mine last week. Divided by 0.02, right? Yes. Okay, so you cannot have a decimal as your divisor. So you need to make a whole number here. And whatever we do to the outside, we do to the inside, okay? Drop these zeros, you don't need them. Because you could put a billion zeros, it's not going to change the value of that 2. 2 goes into 1. No. 2 goes into 14 7 times. Bring down your 6. 2 goes into 6 3 times. Grand total of 73. All right, we are going to compare decimals. That means we're going to look at the place value. Oh, the place value. So we've got 1 in 22 hundredths and 1 in 2 hundredths. So start with your largest place value. So we've got a 1 here and a 1 here. Same. Go to the next biggest. So this is tenths, this is hundredths. So a tenth is bigger than a hundredth. If you have 2 tenths here, but no tenths here, which number is going to be bigger? But you already knew that. Okay, we are going to compare fractions now. So we've got 4/5 and 2/5. The easiest way to do this is to use the butterfly method. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 4 is 20. What's bigger, 10 or 20? So that means that 4/5 is bigger than 2/5, but you didn't even really need to do that because your denominators were the same. And if you have a pizza cut into 5 pieces, you would rather have 4 pieces than just 2 pieces. Or maybe not. Maybe you're a light eater. Maybe turn the pizza into pie or cake. All right, we are going to simplify this fraction. Let's see here. 6 21s. Now, the 21 is a huge clue here because in multiplication, there's only one math fact that makes up, well, 2 math facts, 1 times 21, but only one other, which is 3 times 7. Now, I know that a 7 is not going to go into a 6, but a 3 will. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 21 divided by 3 is 7. That's the lowest you can go. Now we're going to simplify the fraction 8/12. Okay? They're both even numbers. So you know that 2 is going to go into at least both of them. Will 3 go into both of them? Will 4 go into both of them? What if I do that? It's going to give me 2/3. Because 4 times 3 is 12, and 4 times 2 is 8. Now we're going to simplify the fraction 27 45. Now you have to think to yourself, how many ways can you make a 27? I can only think, well, I can think of 2. 1 times 27, and then 9 times 3. Yeah, 9 times 3. So we divide this by 9, and we divide this by 9. We're going to get 3/5. Okay, we have to find the quotient. Remember, quotient means division. Okay? So first, make your whole number into a fraction. And I'm going to rewrite mine. Okay? Keep, change, flip. If we were in class right now, I would make everyone say that over and over again, all together. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. 2 times 8 is 16. 1 times 2 is 2. Now you know that the numerator is bigger, so that means there's going to be at least one whole in there. How many times does 2 go into 16? 2 times what is 16? 8. Your answer is going to be a big 8. Last one. Which problem does the model below represent? Okay, so this is the first thing I want you to look at. What's your total amount here? 5. That's your denominator. Okay? How many are colored in? 4. Okay? Now, below, oops, not what I want it to look like. You've got another fifths, right? And then you have all these little 1/10ths here. So really, you've got whole, we're looking for whole, the total amount, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's your new denominator. And this is a model for division. And they're dividing these into 2. You see these 2/10ths here? So this is going to be 4/5 divided by 2/10. Now that's something a little new that we didn't do in class. But you guys are smart. You can learn it. Okay? That's it.